Because we had the fake missile alert thing. You may have heard about that on the news. Yeah. Yeah, so I kept it on my phone just as a souvenir. It takes 2 people to issue that alert now. So the guy pressed the wrong button at the Emergency Operations Center in Honolulu. And he retired early, so. Yeah, I can see those white tanks. Those are full of diesel fuel. And the problem is that if the refinery goes down over in Honolulu, that they had to get all of our gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel imported all the way from Singapore. Which is a lot cheaper to do that than bring it in from the west coast of the California. But all that gasoline is already spoken for in Southern California. As a matter of fact, sometimes they run out of aviation gasoline at the Hilo Airport.
Which, when you hear all this, makes you really even more skeptical about why people are so resistant to wind power.
Yeah, exactly. Because like I'd love to put a wind turbine out in my patio out there, but the homeowners association would have to approve that.
Right.
So you had to give them plans and all sorts of things and diagrams. But sometimes we get some pretty good winds going down to they call it Kona winds out there, and that would help generate electricity.
Sure. Do you have solar panels on your home?
Not yet, but my electric bill is only about $55 a month.
How is that?
Well, most people are about $300 over here sometimes. But I only use the hot water heater. What I do is I just keep it off because the water in the catchment tank is warm enough to take a shower. And a lot of times, when you're gone in the daytime, the pipes heat up in the walls out there because the sun is hitting the side of the house. And then you get like about a minute worth of hot water out there as you're taking a shower and stuff like that.
What about air conditioning?
You don't have to have it. Nope. It just there's a wind that goes in the daytime. It comes in from the shoreline, and in the evening time there's a really cold breeze that comes in off of Mauna Loa. Matter of fact, a lot of times you have to close the windows because it gets too cold in there at night. Yeah. But some people that live over here in the Waimea, yeah, it gets really hot in through there. They have to have air conditioning, but.
We talked to someone on what, honey, Oahu or Maui? I can't remember. One of our Uber drivers, and he said that like it was a no-brainer loan to get solar panels because where they are is like $600 or $700 a month for electricity, and so he cut his electric bill down to I think he said $150, and his loan payment was $200 a month, and so like just made total sense to do.
Yeah, you had to roll the numbers and everything, but. Yeah, I'll probably end up getting like a Tesla wall battery system or something like that eventually, because if you think about it, yeah, the Strait of Hormuz out there by Iran, people are willing to kill each other over that black goop coming out of the ground. Yep. All I got to do is just put those solar panels in, have the Tesla wall battery system, and if I get an electric car, you just plug it in.
You have a Tesla now?
No, I don't, no.
Sean does. That's what he drives.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Best vehicle I've ever owned.
Good deal. And they're popular over here. They're just the Model 3s, there's tons of them out here now.
So you think about the size of these islands and the range.
Yeah. And the 100D you can get around easy. I talked to a lot of Tesla owners that they say they can even get to Hilo with no issue. Yeah, that's good stuff. I have a quick radio call here.
What do you think?
It's amazing. It's just amazing.
Yeah, about the left-hand side, that's me, the Waipia Valley, yeah. Yeah, it's a no-fly area for the tour helicopters. There's a bunch of barrel sites in there, so we'll look at it from the coastline. Yeah, those turtle patches go all the way back to the back.
Unbelievable. Look at the cloud line just over the ridges.
Yep.
How is that?
Yeah, it's a black sand beach, and they have a 25% road grade that goes down the bottom. That's the biggest obstacle to get down the bottom down there. But that waterfall back in the back, that's over 2,000 feet high. But those goby fish climb up that waterfall in order to lay their eggs.
Really?
That's quite the hike, yeah. Yeah, National Geographic did a special over here in the Big Island where they featured the Lani Estates devastation. They also came over here, and the photographer had to rappel down that waterfall right there to get the video footage of those goby fish.
Wow.
Yeah, I called Tesla the other day. They can't seem to get me the trim I want. So
the trim? What do you mean?
Well, instead of having that fake wood stuff on there, you just want plastic or the carbon fiber. Yeah, they won't do it. So
for the Model 3?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Have you looked at any used S's in California to be shipped over here?
You know, I haven't. No, that's just somebody was telling me that's a good idea because.
Yeah, you can get what you want, and something with 50, 60,000 miles is barely.
Oh wow, cool.
What do you have on yours now, Sean?
55.
Okay.
I've had my X for 2 years.
Wow.
Is that where they filmed Jurassic Park?
Yeah, the next valley up is where they did. Yeah, we're going to go on there here in just a second.
But can't you see, guys, that this is an older part of the island?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over 1 million years old back up over here.
How can you tell that? So do you notice how you've got this steep cliff? It would have started out as flat lava flows. And so erosion by wind and water has had enough time up here to make it like this. Where we came from, there's been hardly any time for erosion. So it's weird to think this would have looked like that.
So, is that why instead of a beach, here's a cliff?
Yeah. Yeah, so once upon a time, we're right that this would have sloped right down to the beach.
Yeah, we went way out back over there, yeah. Because if you look at that
That's
landslide,
a good luck,
yeah, the underwater topographical maps, the landslide goes out about 81 miles out towards the ocean bottom.
And do you guys notice the layers here?
No.
Can you see stripes in the rock?
No.
Sean, can you see stripes in the rock? So those would be repeated lava flows, like it flowed and cooled, flowed and cooled, flowed and cooled. And now that this is far enough away from the hot spot and is inactive, you've had all this time for erosion to start carving the valleys.
Yeah, these are all from earthquakes too as well back over here 250,000
The valleys?
years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow,
Oh
look
my
at that.
Yeah, we'll beach it over here. We'll stop here at this first waterfall, Kalilikai.
Wow.
What do you think, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have thousands of people living in this valley back in the Captain Cook times. Yeah, I talked to an archaeologist, and he did a survey here back in 1990. He said there's a lot of rock walls, aqueducts, and mounds in here you can't see because the rainforest is so thick.
Meaning the ground is really.
Say that
Yeah,
again,
it's
Sean.
more of a marsh down in here, yeah.
Is that two different waterfalls or one really long?
It's got like a little divot right at the bottom right there where it's kind of flowing into.
Do you guys know what makes a waterfall happen like that?
Like that.
Yeah, we'll switch to the left-hand
You guys
side.
know? You have to have a harder mineral within there. So when you get that step down, you've got a more erosion resistant rock there. It makes it tiered instead of one.
That's good to know. I can use that on the tour.
Yeah, you add that, Ian. Go
Yeah.
for it. That's my little nugget to you.
You ever
Good
come
deal.
around these corners, Ian, and see another helicopter in?
No, we have established checkpoints over here, and we just don't really know where each other's at. Actually, that box down below on Lena's side there, yeah, that you can see them on the screen down there.
Oh, yeah. That's just magnificent.
Coming out your right side, Al.
Have you been in Iceland yourself?
I never have, no.
Now, the vegetation is not like this. It's more mossy, hardly any trees, but waterfalls like that are everywhere. Another one.
How high are we from sea level?
You know, we're at 700 feet above sea level right now.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of matching up with the railroad timber, too, as well.
That.
There's like a cap on the top of.
Yeah, this waterfall is about 3,000 feet higher, about 900 meters. And in about 2 seconds, we'll have another waterfall up on the right-hand side. And of course, the helicopter pilot, you always have an escape route. So going just close enough to satisfy ourselves a little bit to get out of here. And this aircraft does use a lot less power to left-hand turn.
Good left-hand turn if we lost power.
Yeah, because French, Russian, and Chinese helicopters, the rotor system goes clockwise. Yeah, German and American helicopters will go counterclockwise, so the anti-torque uses up a lot of power.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll switch it out to the right-hand side there for us.
You can see, though, these are abandoned channels.
Yeah,
some of them.
they were really big last week when we had the remnants of Hurricane Barbara over here. They were huge.
I bet.
But you get what you get.
Oh, sure.
So,
No, I don't
yeah.
mean it like that. I find it interesting to see, the past where things were.
Yeah, definitely.
Look
We'll
at
put the
the
left-hand
cloud
side for us.
Yeah,
I
buddy.
know.
Yeah, I've only seen it one time. There's an entire wall of water.
That's what I love about geology is the mystery of it. There's all these clues on our planet
Yeah,
that it's left to figure it out.
yep,
And it's going to repeat.
absolutely.
Oh, there comes another one.
Yeah, I was on the
Yeah.
radio. I was on the radio with him. He's actually on the screen down there. If you look down, you can see him down there.
Do you see the helicopter, Sean, coming?
Oh yeah, wow, he's underneath of us.
Yeah, I was talking to him on the radio.
doing a tour too?
Yeah, I would never fly in those things.
What are they?
It's a Robinson 44. Yeah, I flew in one in Australia, and it's like I will never do that again. It feels really flimsy, and I will never fly anything with a piston engine. Yeah, there's too many moving parts.
There's another one.
Yeah, I was talking to him on the radio, too.
Where? On your right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to pick up a few bumps in here.
Wow, it really gives you perspective of how far these valleys are.
Yeah, just, there's a cargo barge out in the distance out there. There's a tugboat up ahead with a big giant chain in between.
Oh, I see it now, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like we were talking about, yeah, some of the scenes in the new Jurassic Park movie were filmed in here about 2.5 years ago. We had a helicopter come out here with a big giant cargo net underneath there. They were dumped off the film gear in the grass back over here.
They filmed in this valley?
They did, yeah.
can
There's
see
people
how
down there
it would work.
camping.
How would you get to the valley other than just by the water?
You know, they have a trail that goes up and over that takes 6 to 8 hours to hike it. A lot of people get about halfway on the trail and they turn around. And then most people come out by small boats, kayaks, and jet skis. And we'll just come over here and we'll shoot out about a 45-degree angle. There's some more waterfalls on the sides back over here. It's what they call Lapahoe Nui over here on the left-hand side. Where they filmed the 1994 movie Waterworld with Kevin Costner. Did the final beaching end scene down there. And you probably could survive down. There's a bunch of coconuts, bananas. We have a little clam over here called opihi. It kind of looks like a China hat. You're supposed to be able to eat them raw.
Say that like you've never tried it.
Yeah, you know, I've never tried it yet because I want to, well, you had to risk your life in the surf to get to those clams. Yeah, there was a guy back over here in Apula Point that he died, he drowned over here. And he's out floating around. The county was trying to get him out of the water with the helicopter, but the tiger sharks got to him first. Yeah, they're very voracious over here.
You ever see whales? Or
You know, during the wintertime, we had the fewest number of whales over here that we've ever seen. And the story that was told is that because the water's starting to get warmer south of Alaska, they don't have to come down as far. Yeah, I couldn't believe how few whales we had here this year.
always humpback or some killer?
Just the humpback. Yeah, I've never seen the killer whales over here. We get a few dolphins and porpoises over here, but never seen the killer whales. Yeah, matter of fact, we'll head down to the Kauai Harbor now.
Dad. Water?
Huh?
Water?
I got owls. I'll take a shot.
Yeah, back in the whale season, there was a mother and a calf that she was right next to the seawall down there. They're right on top of the reef. I think she was trying to show the calf this. Hey, this is where you come over here to get the barnacles off of your skin. It's like they were rubbing on the reef out there. It's kind of funny to see that happen.
There's a scrub bath.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it looked like my Uncle Terry rubbing his back on the door jamb or something. So, and just come over here by these rocks. We'll head over here by what we call Pulu Valley.
So the earthquake that happened over here, what did it do to the land, do you think?
Well, 250,000 years ago when it occurred, and it created all these valleys back through here, and then just slid off into the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah, that landslide goes out about 81 miles out towards the ocean bottom. If you look at some underwater topographical maps, it kind of looks like Mick Jagger sticking his tongue out in that Rolling Stones album cover. It's a thin plume of debris that heads out toward the shoreline.
Say we turned right and kept on going, where would we end up?
On the right-hand side, we have Alaska. Yeah, there's thousands of miles of open ocean out there. And what we'll do is we'll head up and over the top, back up over here. They pick up a few bumps out in this area.
Some of your customers just do this part.
Yeah, like this afternoon I'll have 3 valley tours. Yeah, all we do is come out to the valleys back over here. It's about a 40 to 45-minute tour.
I know it's less expensive. I get that part of it, but it's like,
When I get
Oh,
the full
how
meal
sad.
deal, yeah.
yeah, it'd be so sad to me to miss the.
Trees are just on the edge of a mountain.
Yeah, and actually it's open back in the back over here, so I'll take you guys in here. Yeah, I figured it'd be clouded in by now, but
They don't think any of this canyon formation, water erosion. They think it's mostly quake rifts.
well, you know, if you head to the library or something there, because I mean, the amount of water it would take to kind of carve this up and through here, that's a lot of water.
Oh yeah, and not as much.
Grand Canyon?
Say it again, buddy.
Valley deeper than the Grand Canyon?
No. Grand Canyon is
Yeah.
for a few million years, but rock layers in the Grand Canyon, some of the oldest mean, it's river erosion
Yeah.
doing it, but the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, we head over here. I thought this would be closed down by this afternoon. It's actually open. Yeah, my first year on the job, I wouldn't come in here because there's really no place to land. But I came in here one time. It's like, yeah, this is really cool. So if it does open, I do come in. Yeah, kind of a lot of these drivers kind of remind me of Boston between